Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching in the world right now. Thursday, October 21st. I believe this is the 38th episode of the live stream series. This is lit. If you're if you're just tuning in, or if this is your first time watching, or if you're watching this as a replay, if you're not already familiar with what we do over here, my name is El Marquis. I'm a musician, rapper, record producer, unashamed Christ follower. The purpose of this live stream is, as well as all my content in general, is to add value to the independent artist and online music producer community. Over here on the live stream, we make beats live from start to finish, and also we just chat about different things or different topics ranging from music production in general, music business, how to start making some movement with your music, how to get your music in front of people, whether you are an artist, whether you are a producer who's trying to get your beats in front of other artists, or maybe just get more plays on Spotify, just different things like that. Come over here, we hang out, we have a good time, we ask questions, converse with each other, and we just have a great time. So appreciate everyone coming through. We're gonna begin within the next couple of minutes. Just getting started over here, just making sure I got all my settings and everything correct. Then we'll get to and then we'll start and then we'll proceed from there. So yesterday I actually put out a new interview or a new video. That's an interview that I did with a local artist in the area, or in the DMV area, which is the scene that I'm currently located in. Put out an interview with fellow DMV artist Dean Raynell. We also interviewed his producer Vibe Revive. Super dope interview. Basically I started a series where me as a producer, I ask artists different questions that producers actually ask each other pretty much every single day in the music in the producer community, whether it's topics related to beat leasing, how to get your beats in front of artists, or more so specifically what an artist is looking for when they are shopping for beats, or just even a producer to work with in general. Really dope interview, and it's something I definitely recommend that everyone goes check out, especially if you are a producer, because if you're anything like me, you probably watch different channels such as people like Producer Grind, or maybe MIDI Money, or Music Entrepreneur Club, different things going on with BeatStars. You may watch channels like that, and you may be familiar with other producers just talking with other producers, talking about the typical topics that we talk about, like how to get our beats in front of artists, and like what artists are looking for in terms of beats and everything like that. And of course I love that type of content. I consume it every single day. But a gap that I notice is mostly producers talking to other producers, and not always producers talking with other artists, because in a lot of cases, artists are the ones who, well, most cases really, artists are the ones who are buying our beats, who are rapping or singing over them, who are making songs with them. So I find it very important to be able to have these types of conversations with other artists, in addition to other producers who have more experience than us. So that's exactly why I started that series. So I just want to play like a really quick clip of it I just pulled up over here. And of course I'll drop the link in the chat as well, just in case anyone wants to go through and check it out for yourself. So let me go over here. There we go. Let's pause this music on Spotify real quick. I'll just play like a quick segment of this video. To see if anyone's interested in checking it out. And of course I'll drop the link in the chat, and then we'll go on from there. That's not it. There we go.
When you go to YouTube and you find these beats, it's a type beat. So there's multiple people out there listening to that same thing. And you never know. You could be in Africa. This other person could be in Oklahoma. And you guys make the same exact song. But one thing I can say is that
Let me skip over here where we're actually
fellow bedroom producers, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing me, first of all, my name is El Marquis. I'm a musician, rapper, record.
First question, Dean, Vibe, how you both doing tonight?
fantastic, yo. I feel amazing. Steve.
I've never felt better a day in my life.
That's
honestly.
what's up. God woke us up today.
Amen.
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 Hallelujah.
Tell us about yourself. What got you into music? What do people need to know about you?
Oh man, I'll try and keep it brief. We'll see how personal we're gonna get here. For me, honestly, music was there for me in a time when I had absolutely nothing else. I was a very, very low point in my life, probably around when I was 14 or 15 years old. I got kicked out of private school, and I kind of got blacklisted and wasn't able to see a lot of my friends. I had all my technology taken away from me, so I just remember every night I'd be on, at the time, DC 101 and listening to music, and that's really what got me through those times. So that's what drew me to making.
Let's skip it to where we're talking about an actual topic really quick. Or not an actual topic, but all right, now getting into questions about music production. What is your definition of a music producer? These are the type of questions that I like to ask during these interviews.
Someone who elevates or builds magic, you know what I mean? Like, that's very, I feel like that's a very weird answer. But
my dog would not want to shut up in that scene.
That's my definition. Definition of a music producer is somebody who
calls the shots.
Honestly calls the shots and builds the platform for an artist, really. And not just an artist, but also makes the best instrumentals ever. Like, there are beat tapes out there that are just absolutely amazing that you don't even need words to. You just listen to it. Like, they create an atmosphere that people just can't escape and they love, and they just want to continue to go back to it over and over again.
So yeah, so that's pretty much that's a really quick segment of what we talk about in those styles of interviews. Once again, Dean is a really talented artist out of the DMV area. The man on the right, that's Vibe, another super dope producer who's also in the DMV area. He does most of he records most of Dean's music. He produces for him as well. Dean produces a lot of his own music as well. And yeah, it's a super dope interview. I actually just dropped the link to check out the full video in the chat. I'm also gonna pin that comment right there on YouTube, so you can go check out the interview later on if you would like to. Yeah, there's lots of really good things to take away from this video. So I definitely recommend watching at least most of it and not all of it, because I do believe that there's lots of value for mainly for producers, because we're mainly talking to them, but there's some stuff that independent artists can get out of there as well. And of course, I'll be chopping up segments of this interview and dropping clips of them as YouTube shorts over here on the channel, as well as on my Instagram page. So if you're interested in learning, especially if you are a producer who either sells beats online on your own website, or if you work with other artists in person and in-person sessions, yeah, there's lots of value that you can gain from this video. So definitely recommend watching it and checking it out. And like I said, I will be dropping clips from it, so that way, if you don't want to watch the full interview, which is just shy under an hour, you can get little gems and pieces of it from here and there, and just get some good knowledge of how you can proceed going forward with your own career. So a great looking interview. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Really good interview. One of my favorite ones, just because I do really like working with both Dean and with Vibe. Vibe and I have collabed on a couple beats. I don't think they're out. But we collabed on a handful of beats as well. We got a lot more coming, we have a lot more collabs coming out in the near future as well. Sline Sound, how you doing? You said, bro, can you tell me how to reach artists in your local area? Yes. Reaching artists in your local area, not as hard as you think. Other than just having the preface of just starting out with having high quality beats. So the step number one really is just making sure that your beats are at a level where people will want to rap over them, or rap or sing over them. And that's really the only way you can tell, of course, is by actually sharing your beats out and seeing if people do want to use them. But yeah, so assuming that your beats are already sounding really good, steps where you can reach out to these local artists is, the biggest one is being with them in person, and talking with them, starting genuine conversations with them, and just building relationships. So for example, and also just being places where these artists would be, like open mic nights, local concerts. Where else would artists be performing? I don't know if there's like a spot that artists just happen to hang out at, like whether it's like a coffee shop or whether it's like a restaurant, or I don't know where people hang out, because I don't really be going out like that. Clubs, I don't know. But basically, a good example of this is actually the way that I met Dean. Actually, is there's a local open mic night that I perform at over here in Northern Virginia called Johnny Coffee House. They have an open mic night where tons of different artists from all around from the D&B area, but also they all have different sounds, different styles. A lot of them come there to perform. And if I see someone who's dope, or if someone sees me, or maybe if they know an artist who I've worked with, we'll just come up to each other, talk for a little while. Playing the interview by accident.
Music producer.
Pause. There we go. Yeah. So if there's an artist there who I think is talented, or maybe if they happen to hear about me from another artist who I produced, we'll start talking. We'll build a relationship, and then we'll get to work, and then we'll see if they need beats, if they need a place to record, if they need mixing and mastering for stuff that they record somewhere else. We'll just talk and just be genuine people, and just keep building from there. So yeah, so that's one way you can reach out to local artists. Another way is you can go on Instagram and go through different hashtags that are and target your specific location. Like I don't recall where you're located, so that's my bad. But like if I wanted to look for local artists over here in Virginia, I could go on Instagram and type in something like Virginia rapper or D&B artist or D&B hip hop or something like that. And then a bunch of artists from the area will pop up. But really the best thing to do, that is a way that you can work as well. And then just make sure, of course, that you have really good high quality posts on your Instagram page that showcase you and showcase your beats. But really, honestly, I mean that is a good way to do it as well. In my opinion, the best way would be to show your face. It's specifically for getting connected with local artists. Show your face, show up to different events that they'll be at, whether it's open mic nights, concerts, what else? I mean, the main ones, like if there's like a hangout spot that they happen to be at, show up to places like that. Be a good, genuine person, and just show that you want to add value to them, and show that you actually want to work with them, and don't just treat them like they're your next beat sale. So that's pretty much how you can reach out to local artists and then potentially get a beat placed with them. So cool. Like I said before, I dropped the link to this interview in the chat. I pinned the comment over here on YouTube, so if you want to check that out later, you can go ahead and open that link up into a different tab, or bookmark it, or put it on your watch later, anything like that. Greatly appreciate it. Everyone who's already checked it out. And yeah, I know more people are gonna get some really good value out of this. So shout out to Dean Raynell, shout out to Vibe Revive. Really dope interview. Let's get into making beats for today. And I didn't even open up Logic, so let's go ahead and just do that real quick. Cool. Yeah, so as always, feel free to ask any questions while we're making beats today. It can be anything, whether it's on the same topic of getting connected with two other local artists, independent artists. If you have any questions involving music production in general, gear recommendations, anything like that, we talk about pretty much anything and everything over here, and I try to answer these questions to best of my ability. So let's go ahead, let's open up Logic, let's go dig through some loops, and let's see what we're going to create for today. Open up Logic, opening up right now. Let's go through my loops folder and let's see what inspires me to create something dope. Go through here. Which folder are we going to go through today? We are going to go to which folder? This one. I think. Oh wait, is this something I got from Splice? Okay, no, those drum loops. Okay, I don't remember what hit that is. Ooh, I like this a lot, actually. I'm gonna take that out. Yeah, perfect. We got the stems of this beat. Of course, I'm gonna take out the drums. and alter it a bit, and let's see what we can create with this. BPM is 90. Let's start off with that. Oh, I didn't even, hold up, I didn't change my audio settings. Go ahead and do that. Output is, I show you. Okay, so saying that real quick. My bad. But anyways, what was I gonna ask? I just had a complete brain fart. I don't remember what I was gonna ask. Who are some dope artists that you've been listening to lately? I've been listening to one of my favorite rappers, Andy Mineo. He put out a project, I think about 2 weeks ago, Neverland 2. I've been listening to that heavily throughout this past couple weeks. I think Ruslan put out his album around the same, it might have been the same day, or at least around the same time. I've been listening to his album a lot. Who's some dope artists that you've been listening to recently? Oop, we're not playing. Oh, that would help. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna take out the drums. Where's the last? Oh, there we go. I might keep that bass, not for the entire time. So let's delete that. Don't want the drums. That reverse crash is sick. Okay, so now we're gonna manipulate the loop a bit. I like this vibe, but also I want to keep it exactly as is. That's a bit fast. I just want to mess around, just hear what it sounds like in different tempos. I'm not gonna keep it this fast at all. That would be dope for like a drum and bass song. Okay, let's slow this back down. Ooh, I like this tempo. Let's see if we can color the sound up a little bit. Actually, let's go to RC. Just adding some other different textures to this loop. Maybe let's add some. This already sounds really good, and I'm tempted to not do much to it, but at the same time, I do want to change it up a bit. This I'm just gonna mix in there. I definitely don't want this on full blast. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's build out some drums real quick. Wait, is this blocking the grid correctly? Hold up. My bad, give me 1 second. Let me just double check this. Play the original loop. Put it on that chord. Yeah, we're good. Okay, never mind, my bad. You're liking the loop. Awesome. Sounds good. Let's find a snare drum. I think I like this one. Start out with this. Move that one over. That's the part where it sounds a little off to me. Look for our hi-hats. Try putting that down. Oh, I messed that up. Find an open hi-hat. Open hi-hat, open hi-hats. I'm seeing that sound. I think I want a darker hat. Yeah, I like that one more. Okay, let's look for a base. Like, I want one that with like a little bit of grit, but not anything overly dirty, but not overly, but not like too clean. Even though I know I can add in my own distortion afterwards. Let's see what we got. Try this one. A major. Put that down. We're gonna figure this out. Time to get on Twitch. Awesome. put that pattern. I'm gonna change the notes up. I'm gonna put that pattern down right now just so I can have an idea of what I'm going for. I like that rhythm. I just need to change the notes up a bit. Let's go ahead and fix this pattern. Okay, it's a good idea. Needs to be a bit more melodic. I'll see if that octave jump for like maybe the next half of the beat. Not a bit more, next half of the loop rather. Change this part up a little bit too. Yeah, there we go. So those drag out. Bro, can you tell me when I drag my kick, the sound of the kick goes low? Yeah, so let me find a kick really quick so I can show you what to do. So the sound of your kick is going low is probably a setting in your quick sampler, which is what I'm assuming that you're using. Let me show you how to fix that. So let's find a kick just for a quick example. I'll just drag out this kick. So when you drag the kick in a quick sampler, going quick sampler optimized. So basically what may be going on is either it's probably just the volume in the amp or the velocity right here is making your kick sound low. So if you wanted it to sound louder, if you drag your kick in and maybe the volume is, if it gets turned down automatically, you can turn this knob in the amp section up. So by default, if it's not at 0, it could maybe something like in the negative. So then you can just turn the volume up like that. Actually, let me play the kick while I'm talking about this. So by default, when I dragged this kick in, it was at 0 dB, right? So if that's not loud enough for you, what you can just do is turn it up with the amp. Or it could be this velocity section right here that also could just be taking the volume of it down. So if you adjust this, just by pulling it down, that will make the kick louder. Pulling it down, that makes it quieter. So if you want it, yeah, so it was not loud enough straight out the gate. By default, like this, these are the settings where it was at when I just dragged it in. If that's not loud enough, you can turn up with that knob right there, or with this knob right here. Also, if it's not loud enough, just you can try turning down all the tracks in your session. Turn all of them down and then just turn the kick up. So like you can just highlight some of them, drag them down like that, or just put them back where they were for right now. But you can just drag them all down, and then also just turn the kick up with the volume slider that's on the actual track itself. And then that should be able to fix the volume issue. If it's still not loud enough, you could play with different effects on the actual kick sound itself, like maybe adding some saturation or some distortion on it. But basically just by playing with the knobs, like that should be able to make it volume wise. That should be able to make it louder. And then there are other things that you can do in the mixing phase where you can increase the perceived loudness of it as well. So let me just go ahead and delete that track. I actually might use a kick for this beat actually. So the couple of them. Ooh, it's between this one and that one now. Yeah, I like this one. So what's the name of the plugin that tunes the kick? If you're referring to the plugin I used in the previous live stream, it is Banned by Vox Engo. So it's, where is it? It is, where is it? One of these. Am I on the right thing? My bad. 1 second. It's, there we go. Yeah, Vox Engo Span, SPAN. Let me type that in the chat really quick. Actually, that it is and that's a free plugin. So basically what that does is that shows where that shows the frequency spectrum of the track that you're putting. My bad. What Span does, it shows the frequency, or it analyzes the frequencies of the sound or of the song that you put it on. Basically what they define the key of the kick is let me pull it up really quick. So basically what I just looked at the analyzer, looked at where the kick was hitting in there, and that's one way where you can see where what the root note of the kick is. In some sample packs, it'll actually include the pitch in the actual sample title itself. Like for example, this kick right here is called Soft Clip Kick A, which means that it's hitting at the A root note, or the root note of the kick rather is A. And then if you are using Quick Sampler, if it doesn't just tune it to the root note automatically, let me show you real quick. Drag this kick into Quick Sampler. So if it does happen to have the root note inside the kick itself, what you can do is go over here to root key. As you can see, it's the root note in this kick is A. So what you can do is change the root key and Quick Sampler to A. So now if you hit A on your MIDI keyboard, then that will be playing the root note of the kick, and then it will be in the correct key. I know this beat needs more to it, of course. I think I hear like some more like snares and stuff. I'm feeling a little lost in this beat, so I'm gonna just finish up this idea. This is gonna be something I come back to. I'm gonna put like a rim shot in this. Actually, let me find a shaker instead to do that pattern I'm thinking about. Heath, let me know what you think about the beat so far. Vibe with the beat. Awesome, awesome. Go through another folder. Actually, I'm gonna change that out to like a triplet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's get this right. There we go. Bro, to become a good producer, do we need to know all music theory? All music theory, no. Music theory would definitely help. Having some knowledge of music theory definitely would help. But you don't need to be like a master at it to be good at music production. So the things that I think you need to start out with is know your basic, or know how to make chords, know how to play in key, know what a BPM is. Or by playing in key, I mean learn your major and your minor scales. Those are pretty much like, there are other scales that music includes other than just standard major and minor. But most hip hop music falls within either your major or your natural minor scales. What's something else you need? Hold up. I'm gonna call this championship. So like some basic music there you need to know is how to different key signatures, how to make really at the very least how to make basic chords. What else? Tempo. Those are like the ones that I would start out with. Oh, and rhythm. Those are the ones I would start out with. Now, the more you know, the more it can potentially help you out. But you don't, by all means, you don't need to be an expert at music theory. There's some producers who are like really anti music theory, or like anti really, well, yeah, they are like anti music theory, and they don't want to like learn a lot about it, either because it doesn't interest them, or because some people think that by knowing more it can make your music not feel as genuine. I don't know. To me that doesn't really make sense. So for me, in my personal experience, I did study music theory in college. Some of the more advanced stuff that they taught specifically in that college class applied to really specific genres of music that is not really applicable to hip hop, or to EDM or different things like that. So Some of the more advanced stuff, I'd say, depending on the style of music you make, you may not really need. But at bare minimum, I do think that it can help out. Not necessarily that you need, but at the bare minimum, I think it can help out to at least know the basics, like what's a triad chord, what's a major scale, what's a minor scale, what's a rhythm, different things like that. I can explain the circle of fifths. What's a good way to explain it? Honestly, I do remember studying the circle of fifths, and I don't remember how to explain it very well at the top of my head, so that's my bad. I remember like there was like a chart. Let me see. Can we find it on Google real quick? Now it's gonna bug me. Hold up. Circle of fifths. I do remember. I can't explain it super well, but basically, oh, it just popped right here. Well, if you look at a chart like this, basically it does show you what scales are relatively close to each other. It shows you the what was it? How many flats or how many sharps are in the scale itself. I want to buy this, so let's click out of that. Man, that's something I need to go back and restudy again. Okay, so we look at this chart. The circle of fifths basically shows you it shows you the flats and the sharps that are in each key signature. And the way that it progresses is that this note, this scale right here is a fifth above this one, and so on and so forth. So for example, C major has no flats and no sharps. G major has one sharp. D major has two sharps, and so on and so forth. And same thing over here. We go this way. C has no flats in it. F has one. B flat has two. By knowing the circle of fifths, that's just another way to practice learning your scales and knowing what scale value is in, or knowing like which scales have like which flats and which sharps in it. That's one way. I'm honestly a little fuzzy on that, so my bad for not really being able to give a really good answer. But yeah, that's just another way that you can practice learning your skills. And then of course the other way, which is I think is the more important way, other than just studying the chart, is being able to play it on an actual instrument. So if you're doing music production, you probably have a MIDI keyboard, so I would recommend practicing your scales on the piano, or your keyboard rather. If you happen to be a multi-instrumentalist, maybe you play guitar or bass, it would be helpful to learn them on there as well. Is all of it necessary? No. I mean, well, I won't say it's not necessary. What I'll say is, for me, having a good enough concept of music theory helps me personally create a bit faster, just because I started out as a musician before I was a producer. So that's just how my brain works when I'm creating. There actually are a lot of people who there are lots of producers who don't know how to play any instruments whatsoever, but they have a really good ear and they know what sounds good. So even if they can't say, oh yeah, this is in the key of A flat minor, and this is this note value and all that type of stuff. Some people like that are just naturally have a really good ear, and they can just tell what sounds good by listening to it, and they're also still able to make really dope music. So it's not really like a one size fits all type thing. For me personally, I do think having at least a basic grasp of it can really help. That's just for me. If you happen to have like a different style of workflow, but if you like the stuff that you're making, that's cool too. At the end of the day, the only thing that really does matter is, are you making the music that you like? Is it serving the customers that happen to consume your music, whether it's other artists, whether it's just fans of music in general. But yeah, I do think that music theory, at the very least, a basic grasp of music theory can help. I need to find a shaker, and then I'm gonna put a pause on this beat for right now. I'm definitely come back to this. I'm just a little stumped at what else I want to do with this one. try that shaker. I'm gonna put a pause on this beat for right now. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna bounce this out real quick. I like it. I don't know why I'm like feeling like a little lost on this one. I'm gonna bounce this one. I do like how that one sounds. I'm gonna come back to this. We got another question from Sea Lion Sound. He says, "What range do you usually record in what dB?" Some people give an exact, or some people have more of an exact range. I really don't. It's just as long as the range is below 0, and if I'm not hearing any clipping or distortion, that's where I record in. Doesn't need to hit an exact number. Someone else may give a more specific number. I've heard just tips from other people giving a specific range. For me, I've just found that as long as the range. What is a good range? Okay, I can't really give an exact number, just because that's not really what I look for while I'm recording. I just really listen out for a good way to start is by just making sure that it's loud enough to where you're getting a good signal, to where you can hear it clearly, not so loud to where it's going in the red and distorting, but also not so low that it's like, if you're looking at like the meter on your interface, for example, it's like just barely getting loud. The reason why, so like if I'm looking on my interface right now, well, mine's a little hot right now, but it looks like mine's between like -6 and -3. So for me, that's a good range, because when you go in to mix it later, if your mic is set really loud, and if you're clipping and distorting, there's no way that you can take that out of, there's some plugins that can like kind of take some of the clipping out, but for the most part, it's hard to almost impossible to really get that clipping noise out of your recordings. And then also if it's too quiet, and then when you go through to try to like just make it louder, and compress it, you're just bringing up that noise floor. So then like if you have like a fan going off in the background, if you try to bring the volume up, you're gonna hear that fan or like any room noise. So if I'm just judging off of like where I'm at right now, I would say a good range would be like between -6 and -3 dB. But really, yeah, but that's really something. Honestly, for me, what's more important than just looking at your meter is just using your ears. That's really, and the reason why I say that's really more important, just because if the meter is saying one thing, but if it's not sounding good to your ears, or maybe it's not fitting, if it's not fitting the context of that song, then you may not want to even pay attention to what your meters are showing you. So yeah, I would really just say use your ears. If it's sounding too quiet, turn it up. If it's distorting, turn it down. And yeah. That's tough. We're switching on the vibe completely. There's some really dope loops in this tag. Might go with this one right here. The clone button. I use that one. Oh yeah, this is like a completely different vibe. We went from kind of like chill to This is like this is inspired by like a genre called hyperpop. Let's drag this in here. Let's see what we can make with this. Setting the right BPM would also probably help. Actually, no, I'm gonna come back to this loop later. Actually, I'm more in the mood to make something kind of chill. Actually, this does sound really cool. I'm gonna come back to that. I want to make something kind of chill, kind of like but still relatively upbeat. That's all right. That's actually the mood that I'm in right now. I'm gonna come back to that for sure. There was a pack I was looking for. It wasn't that one. It was. I remember the name of it. Just where is it? It's right. Oh my gosh. My bad. One moment. My bad. We're gonna find this pack over here. What type of vibe? What vibe have you guys been in lately? I've been a mixture of different things, just experimenting with different types of music. Like that more electronic type of stuff. What's the name of it? This is like 75, I think. Yeah, I've been looking for like, what is that? Oh, someone sent me some really weird photos apparently. Hold up. Okay, my bad. We need to sort this differently. Date no, that's correct. I'm gonna go by name. Okay. It is. There we go. My bad. Okay, there we go. We're back at it. This is perfect. I already have a bass line for this in my head already. Before I even modify, I'm gonna just put that bass line down because I have it in my head. Then I'm gonna go ahead and change the key and do all that type of stuff. Okay, cool. It's gonna be like a really simple bass line. There we go. Let's tighten this up a little bit. I'm like between wanting like them to ring out all the way or like having a little pause right there. Those I definitely do want to ring let those ring out all the way. Have them be legato. Let's try making them legato for right now. Have this little break. Have that little rest right there. Oh, I just shifted the whole thing over. Edit, undo that. Whatever I just did. And we're gonna mute that for right now, and then let's work on some drums. 808s. I like that bass line, and I like. Just want to mute it for right now. Just so gonna add more drums in, or not more, but add drums in. Period. So once the 808s added, like to me, it normally will sound like finished. So then I might not want to add as much as maybe necessary. Oh, I didn't start messing with the loop yet. So let's go. Actually, I want to change the tempo of this, something a bit different, and also change the key. Playing with a couple different effects too. Ooh, wait. Nah, we made that one. Never mind. That would be cool for like maybe like a different section of the beat. Save that there for right now. Try this hi-hat. Getting somewhere with this. Almost got this part down. There we go. Nudge this over a little bit. Put like a reverse crash symbol in there. Back it over a bit. Tighten this up a little bit, so I'm gonna have that fade in a bit more. Got the cool crash, or that cool reverse crash going on. What else we want to add? I just want to do like a random kit. Okay, not gonna use those. Not really fitting this vibe. Might be cool if you had a bird's chirping sample. Do I have something like that? I might have like a nature sound thing actually. That actually would be kind of cool. Do I have like a nature? sound effects thing. I have some type of nature sound somewhere. I'm like 90% sure I do. Oh, what did I just click on? What does this sound like? What's this? Maybe I know. Okay, I know I got waves. I just folder. Okay. What's this? Oh, that's not it. What's this? No. That sounds cool. A little loud. Ooh, I kind of want to use that one actually. Turn this down like a lot. Make sure we cut. Yeah, just make this good loop. Yes, that was a really good recommendation. Shaker, yes, definitely. Which pack do I want to use for a shaker? Let's look for a shaker. Shaker. I'll save that one. I think it might be another one I also want to use with that. But that could be cool. Maybe. Look for some more percussion sounds. Looks like a rim shot too. Save this real quick. Gonna call this one it's called Dream dreaming something. I'll call it Dream Good Dream. Could use some. Maybe could use make a handful more drums, but I think definitely need some more some more melodies to it. I'll try adding like a flute sound first. Something like airy, ambient, kind of dark sounding, just to go with the current vibe of the beat. I don't even know what key we're in. G sharp minor. Okay, that might be it. like that. Not overly distracting, but it does add a bit more character to this beat. Let's look for some more ambient sounds. Wait for Omnisphere to load up. Actually, let me play around with this flute sound a little bit. I like this one, but I think it may... It might take up a little too much space. I don't know. Play around with like a couple other ones I know I like. Yeah, that's pretty much like the same sound, but wait, let me... Yeah, I'm sick with that. I want maybe like a key or a key sound, like a pad sound. Then like I'll slow down the attack on it so that way kind of just like swelling in. I'm looking for maybe like ambient space piano. Uh-oh, what's going on over here? What just happened? Oh, okay, let's restart Logic real quick. I don't know what just happened over here. What just happened with the audio? Okay. Restart. I hit something. Okay, let's just restart Logic and let's pick right back up where that left off. My bad. Anyways, let me know what you're thinking about the beat so far. Let me know if you have any questions about what's anything going on with the beat, any music production or music questions in general, and then we can get right back into it. If you haven't already, also greatly appreciate it if you clicked at the chat for a brief moment, hit the like button, and hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that way you know whenever we go live. And also whenever I upload another full-length video. Like I said earlier, earlier in the stream. I put out a new full-length video yesterday. Did an interview with a local artist named Dean Raynell, as well as producer Vibe Revive. We did an interview, and basically we talked about different questions that we talk about in the music producer community, whether it's related to leasing beats, whether it's related to type beats, what artists are looking for when they're looking for a producer to work with. So it's a super dope interview. Really would recommend that you check that out, especially if you are a producer who either works with other artists, or if you sell beats online. Super dope gems that were dropped all throughout the video for people just like that. We should be back online with the sound.